When my father-in-law moved in with us last year after his second stroke, we made one simple adjustment to our home. We added a small or gently sloped wheelchair ramp leading from our porch to the driveway. Nothing fancy, just safe, clean, and necessary. He's a proud veteran, used to doing things on his own, and this ramp gave him back a sliver of that independence. We installed it ourselves, painted it the same color as the house, tucked it neatly to the side, and honestly, most neighbors didn't say a thing until the letter came. A cold, typed notice from the HOA stating we were in violation of community aesthetics and had altered the front elevation of the property without permission. The penalty, $500 fine and mandatory removal of the ramp within 14 days. I thought it had to be a mistake, so I emailed the board, explained the situation. Even attached a picture of my father-in-law wheeling himself out with pride. Their reply, we sympathize, but rules are rules. That same day, a woman I'd never met before, later I learned it was Karen, of course, showed up at my doorstep with a clipboard. She said, "Just letting you know you'll need to remove the ramp or you'll be facing escalating fines." I asked if she realized my father-in-law couldn't walk. She responded, "That's unfortunate, but everyone has to follow guidelines." That night I didn't sleep. My wife was heartbroken. Our kids didn't understand why Grandpa was suddenly sad and refusing to go outside. But I knew one thing. This wasn't just wrong, it was illegal. I'm no stranger to the law. I work in compliance, and I've seen how often HOAs overreach, especially when they think no one will push back. So I gathered everything: medical documents, photos, emails, the HOA notice, and I contacted a civil rights lawyer I knew from law school. She was furious. They're violating the Fair Housing Act and ADA protections. She said, "Let's take them to court." And we did. We filed a federal suit for discrimination, citing both the Americans with Disabilities Act and the Fair Housing Amendments Act. The HOA tried to defend their actions, saying the ramp disrupted uniform design language of the neighborhood. But once the judge saw the picture of my father-in-law smiling in the sun, using that ramp, everything changed. The HOA's attorney started to squirm. Their president avoided eye contact. The judge's ruling was swift. The HOA had violated federal law by attempting to force the removal of an accessibility structure that directly served a disabled resident. The ramp not only stayed, it was now legally protected, but it didn't stop there. The court also ordered the HOA to pay damages, issue a formal apology, and attend a disability rights workshop. Karen didn't take that well. The day the news broke, she was seen outside pacing up and down her lawn like she was preparing for a press conference. But there was none, just silence. Meanwhile, local news picked it up. Veterans ramp nearly torn down by HOA until family fights back in court. Our neighborhood Facebook group exploded with support. One neighbor baked us a pie. Another offered to paint murals on the ramp to make it more aesthetic. "My father-in-law," he cried. He said he never thought he'd live to see someone fight for his dignity like that. The HOA removed the fine from our record, refunded the cost, and updated their bylaws to permit accessibility modifications without prior approval. A year later, 4 more ramps appeared in the neighborhood. Quiet victories I will always cherish. Karen walks past our house now with her head down. She still wears the clipboard like a badge, but no one's listening. And the ramp, it stands, as strong as the man it was built for. A reminder that access isn't optional and neither is justice.